Alright, hey, Hades Omega here, and welcome to another anime figure desktop show and tell with Yamato here from Kancolle. Alright, this is the Max Factory Yamato light armament version. Alright, it's the one without all the guns and stuff. At least I think it is. I don't know. We'll find out when we open it up. But I got her for 7,980 JPY or yen. Alright, that's about 53 US dollars. What a bargain. I'm thinking this is probably at least $70 figure, man. But I think it's when it came out, it was like, yeah, so this is when this figure came out, it was close to $100. So it's pretty much half the price now. What a bargain. And I love Yamato. I think she's super hot ship girl. Okay. It's one of my favorite ship waifus. And here she is. Alright, so $53, Ami, that's where I got her. I had her shipped with a bunch of other figures, so, you know, the shipping costs wasn't all that much, but took her a long time for her to get to me. I have one other Yamato figure, alright, and then this is going to be my second one, alright. So, it's a Max Factory figure. We'll go see how good she looks, alright. There is another version of this. It's the heavy armament version. And that's with all the guns and stuff I was talking about. Okay. But yeah, let's go start the show and tell. Alright. So here's the box. It's shaped in a cube. So one of the reasons I bought this figure is because she doesn't take up all that much space. She's sitting down and yeah, she's just sitting down and she has a small footprint, at least it's what I think. We'll find out when we open her up. This is the light armament version. It doesn't have all the guns. The guns are what make the figure take up a lot of space. So that's why I got the light armament one too. Plus it's cheaper. So $50 for a nice figure like this, I think, is worth it. And it's Yamato. Come on. All right. So here we go. Okay. So let's take a look at the box. We've got a picture of the figure right here with a kind of cherry blossom background. Very nice. It's like a half shot of the figure, and the picture takes up about like more than 25%, like 30% of the front. Okay, and then here's the Max Factory. They are the producers of the figure, and then this is the Kantai Collection or Kancolle. All right, and then this is all in Japanese. Sorry, I can't read it, guys, but I think it says Yamato Kai. Okay, so this is I guess the first upgraded version of Yamato, and this is the light armament version. Okay, I think that's what it all says, but it's all in Japanese, so it makes me believe that this figure was intended to be only sold in Japan. Okay, there's a sticker. There's a Kancolle holographic sticker right here. Okay, there's some little petals in the background here. The finish of the box is a matte finish. All right, it reflects light, but not a whole lot. All right, that's why it's matte. This figure came out in 2015. It says copyright 2015 DMM.com, Power Chord Studio, C2, and Kancolle. All right, those are they're the ones that make the game. Okay, and then here you've got a window that's shaped like a I think this is the Imperial Mon right here. Okay, guys, the Yamato was the flagship for the Imperial Japanese Navy. Okay, so it was like she's a super battleship, not just a battleship, guys, but a super battleship. All right, yeah, and it was like one of the most powerful ships in the World War. All right, and inside you can see the figure. Okay, would this make a good box figure? You know what? I think it would make a good box figure if you just left her in there like that. Just took out some of that plastic and put it on the bottom. Would look good. It's just kind of small. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna try to display her in the case. I can probably. That's the reason I got this figure. It doesn't take up a lot of space. Okay. But yeah, it's got a picture of the figure here, and then you can see the actual figure right here. All right. On this side, you've got a circular window. Then you've got a kind of top-down kind of looking photo of the actual figure. Alright, this looks like an anchor, I think. There's some more sakura petals here. There's a big sakura petal theme here. I think this is some kind of naval flag. I'm not sure what it is, guys. He's Mega's not a water person, guys. Alright, and there's background is white and red. Alright, just like the imperial Japanese flag. Or the Japanese flag. Okay, and then here's the back of the box. It says, I'm pretty sure it says Yamato Kai light armament version, something around those lines. And then here you've got another picture of the figure. Okay, it's still a matte finish, and then you've got all these Sakura petal background. This is the sticker that AmiAmi puts on the box for their pre-owned figures. This is a BB, okay? I think B means it's been opened and displayed, but there's nothing wrong with it. And then B means like the box has been opened, I think. And you can see evidence of that right here. I don't know, it's something rip. Yeah, it looks like, I don't know. It's like a piece of toilet paper got stuck on there or something. That's what that looks like, alright guys? Yeah, most of the text is in Japanese in the back here. There's a Good Smile web page link here. It's made out of ABS plastic and PVC. It's a 1/8 scale figure. That's what I want to say. It says for sale in Japan only, so there you go. Alright. So this was intended to be only sold in Japan, guys. That's why everything's in Japanese. But haha, that's why we import stuff, right? And then here you've got a picture of the figure from the side. Ooh, look at that booty. All right, and then yeah, and here you've got the Max Factory and Kancolle logos. Got a nice box. I like it. I think it's an okay display box. I wish the window was a little bigger. That's what I'm gonna say. The window's rather small. That's what I'm gonna say. But it does have that gold trim around it. It looks nice. Okay, let's take a look at the top of the box and then the bottom. All right, there's the top. You've got that same kind of petal window on the top. All right, man, they ripped some stuff got stuck on the box there. Okay, and then same info from the front. So what that does is it sheds light in on the figure, right? So you can see her better. And then there's the bottom. It's just all Sakura petal. All right, Max Factory, and then the Yamato in gold. She's the gold standard for Battleship. She's the Battleship, guys. Okay, so let's go start the unboxing. Okay, before I start assembling the figure, it doesn't look like there's much assembly. There is the inside of the box, guys. Alright, it's just a bunch of Sakura petals and stuff inside the box. Yeah, the whole Sakura theme. Flower petals. Alright, and then there is a instruction manual here. And I think obviously it's all in Japanese. Okay. Quite a big box for not very big a figure. That's what I'll say. Okay. Let's go take a look at the manual real quick before we put her together. Okay. Oh, there's quite a bit of things with her umbrella. I kind of don't even want to put the umbrella, man. Oh, it's in English. Surprise, surprise! Yamato Kai Light Armament version handling instructions. So there you go. There is an English side for a figure that they intended to only sell in Japan. I guess it's for the English speakers that live in Japan. Okay. Yeah, that's how they have, you know how they have the subtitled anime in English, but it's for those folks that are in Japan that can read and speak English, right? Okay. Continuing with the unboxing. All right, Hades Omega's back, and you might have noticed that Hades Omega just kind of cut the video short is because this umbrella is a real pain to put on her. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, you definitely would want to read the instructions, because you probably wouldn't figure it out if you didn't. And it's a good thing they were in English, because yeah, it helps, man. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so the figure comes out in 4 pieces, guys. It comes out with this base here. It's kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexagonal base. All right, it's made of hexagons. The figure itself, and she's pretty hefty. All right, and, you know, they say that Yamato is the heaviest ship, right? So it's her figure is pretty heavy. It's not gonna lie. When you pick her up, she's got some weight to her. All right. Another thing you're gonna have to do is take her ponytail off and remove the plastic. You saw that in the video, and then you just put it back on. All right, and then so the hard part is the umbrella, guys. Okay, the umbrella comes out in 2 pieces. All right, there's the umbrella part, all right, and then there's one of the there's 3 struts that hold it up, and one of those struts is attached to the umbrella, and 2 of them is attached to the handle. All right, and you have to. All right, so here's how it works. I don't even know if it's in there properly. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so what you got to do is you got to put the handle in there, and then you've got to get her antenna. All right, you've got to line her antenna up right. So you need to rotate it in a way that it goes through. The antenna will go through the struts. Okay. It's nuts, man. I wish they hadn't made it this way. They could have done something. They could have made it better. So I say they could have made it easier to assemble. So I'll say, I don't want to take this apart now. So I'll say, all right, but yeah, it's got to be in this position. All right, the hair antenna's got to be coming out that way, and then you've got to take the umbrella part. All right, and then you've got to maneuver it between her ponytail here. All right, see, there's this kind of gap in her ponytail. Yeah, it's got to go through there. All right, with the with one of this support beams facing up. All right, and then you fish it in there, and then you gotta rotate it, guys. you gotta rotate it so everything all comes together. There's a strut here that's gotta go together, and yeah, it's a mess, man. So I'll say, but when it all comes together, it doesn't look too bad. All right, so I'll say, there's no way that's gonna fall off. I have a Yamato prize figure that has the umbrella. It's a swimsuit one, and the umbrella falls off all the time. I just don't put it. I don't think this umbrella is gonna fall off at all, man. It is in there, guys. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with that. I probably could do a little bit better job trying to get everything to line up, but I think that will work. All right. I seem to remember the base is supposed to be different. The base is supposed to be kind of like a wavy kind of plastic. To kind of simulate, you know, the water, like churning water and stuff. This one is a little different. Maybe that's the heavy armament version has that kind of base. All right, but this is it's got a kind of blue, like different shades of blue hexagonal base. Okay, it's kind of cool. It's kind of modern looking. All right, and she just sits on it. All right, she just sits in Seiza. Okay. All right, so yeah, let's do a quick 360 of her. Yeah, the umbrella was like the hardest part. Other than that, not bad. And oh, she's so beautiful. Okay, so I will take a closer look at her. We'll go scrutinize her. If there's anything to scrutinize, and we'll take a closer look at this figure. And then that'll be the end of the video. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, I'm done looking at Yamato Kai in all her glory, alright? And I have to say, this is a beautiful figure, alright guys? I can't really find any glaring defects with it, alright? Maybe we'll find some along the way, but for the most part, she is perfect. The paint could be a little glossier, I'm not gonna lie. The paint almost looks like a flat, almost. Okay, but we'll talk about it as we take a closer look at her. Okay, so we're gonna start at the base and work our way up. Time to scrutinize this figure. All right, but I don't think there's too much to scrutinize other than Hades Mega and the paint. All right, so there's the base. Like I said, it's made up of a bunch of hexagons. You can put her on the base in any position you want. In fact, you probably don't even need to use the base. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I might just hide the base somewhere, and then I'm just going to put her on a display thing, okay? But there she is, sitting in the seiza position, okay, like on her knees. It's like a two-tone. There's a darker blue, and then there's a lighter blue, okay? And like I said, you can put her on any position you want. There's no pegs, there's nothing. She's literally sitting there seiza, okay? Okay, so let's start at the bottom of the figure and work our way up. So we'll look at the legs, all right? And this, yeah. So there's not a lot to this figure vertically, guys. So we'll just take a look. Okay. So there's those lovely legs. Oh, she's a big girl. That's for sure. All right. She's wearing a thigh-high kind of stocking or socks on one leg. Okay. I'm not really sure what it says on our leg. Maybe it says Yamato or something. If anybody knows what that says, please let me know, okay? Hades Meg is not the biggest Kancolle fan in the world, all right? I watched the anime, that was about it. So I never played the game, okay? I never really got into it type of thing. Okay, and then you could see, yes, the paint is like kind of like a brown color, like a dark brown color. Okay, and then the kanji is kind of like a matte white. Okay, it looks like these are. The special thing about the Yamato is she had some very big guns. All right, and so I think these are the shells. All right, these are the bullets for for her guns. Okay, she's got 6 of them, guys, and they're wrapped around her thigh. Okay, I think that may signify that she has this. She has 6 guns. Is that what the Yamato? I'm not 100%, guys. I'm not a big battleship aficionado, but maybe maybe there were 6 main guns. Okay, guys, or 6 barrels. That might be what that signifies. From what I remember, her guns were like probably the biggest of the time. All right, there isn't any other gun that was bigger than what was on hers. Okay. Okay, and then here, and then you see her skin, all right? You get the booty shot right here. Ooh, yes, look at that. There's a big opening right here where you can see the side of her booty. There's a string that goes around here. Maybe that's her pantsu has like an anchor tied to it, all right? So she's got 2 anchors, guys. There's one on each side, and each side has this hole, all right, where her skirt is, all right? Basically, it's kind of sexy. Kind of like it, okay. But she's a what's the word? She's a good girl. Okay. All right. So yeah, here's her shoes. All right. There's some. It's really there's like it goes around her leg here. It's kind of like a high heel. Yeah, it looks kind of like a high heel shoe, but she's got the heel is like a rudder. All right, you can see that. That's pretty cool. I like that. So that's how she steers in the water and all that stuff. Cool. All right, you can see her skirt here. She's got a pleated skirt. It's kind of short. It's red with like kind of brown borders. There's a little bit of gold here. Yeah, there's like a gold something that's holding this pleat together. Okay, those are the anchors, like I mentioned. They're like kind of gray color. There's no shading. There's no shading on this figure at all, from what I've seen. Okay, so that's like kind of. I mean, the paint is good. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So far the paint looks great, guys. So she has another sock right here, but it doesn't go as high. All right, this one is just below the knee height. Okay, and it's kind of bunching up here. You can see. Very nice. Okay, like I mentioned, she has these the shells for her guns, or not the shells, the bullets. Okay, the projectile is what it's called. There you go. All right. Okay, and then she's got her hand like between her legs, so you can't really see her hand. I guess well you have to really look in between. All right, but she doesn't want you to see what's underneath. All right, guys, she doesn't want you to see her pantsu. All right, and so. Let's move up to her body, and so she's got her arms are covered I think, yeah, I think this is just this is like a sleeve or something. It's just a sleeve by itself, and the ends are red. All right, so it's white and red, and then there's that kind of flag colors again. All right, it's a red, blue, and yellow. I don't know what that signifies, guys. If you guys know what that means, please let me know. It's something to do with the Navy, all right? And then there's a red. She's got a red sleeve here. The color on the top, and you can actually see into it too. It's pretty nice. Okay. Yeah, and it's just kind of the colors on her dress are her dress is like a almost a flat color, guys. You don't really see any light reflect off of it, so the paint is kind of flat. I wish they had kind of gone for a like a matte finish where like some of the light reflects off of it. All right, but yeah, she doesn't. It's flat. All right, but she's not flat, that's for sure. Look at those guns she's sporting there. Okay, so here's her other arm, and then so yeah, the sleeves only go up a certain amount, and she's wearing like kind of like a sleeveless top. Okay, very nice. You can see her shoulders. The skin looks great, just like the other skin on her legs. The skin on her shoulders looks great. All right, not too flat, not too shiny, just right. Looks very smooth. I like it. Okay, her arm is bent and it's holding the umbrella. Okay, very nice molding. All right, you can see she's got some kind of fingernail polish. Okay, you can see her fingernails got some nail polish. It's like a kind of pink color. Very nice. Unfortunately, we can't see the other hand. Okay, and let's go take a look at the top of her outfit. Okay, so it's like kind of like a jacket almost. The top part of her dress. Okay, it comes down here, and then like I guess it zips up together right here. Is my guess. There's the collar. She's got this kind of collar up here, and it has the imperial mode on it. Okay, that's the symbol of the emperor. And then there's these kind of golden braided rope here. This looks like some kind of weight. Okay, I'm not really sure what these are. It's like some kind of armor or something. Yeah, it goes around her whole. Oh, you know what? I know what that is. This is where this is where her gun's attached to. All right. So if you got the heavy armament version, I think this is where well, I don't know, but this is where the gun's attached to. Okay. Yeah. So this version doesn't have the guns. All right, but that's where. I mean, if she was to equip the guns, I think that's where they go. Okay, that's what that is. Okay, pretty cool. And then there's this thing that the back here. It's a sailor. Yeah, it's like kind of like a sailor outfit. Pretty cool. You can see into the sleeve right there. Right, the ruffles and everything looks really nice on the back, where it's red. All right, and this is some kind of like throat protector or something. I don't know, some kind of throat armor. Okay. And then there's her massive boobies. She's got some of the biggest. She's up there with Nagato. Okay. And they're pointy. That's what I want to say. She's got pointy boobies. Yeah, they're just popping out there. Okay. And then let's take a look at the umbrella real quick. So like I said, the umbrella has this really long handle. It goes like that. Alright, and according to the manual, it says you got to have it all the way up here. Okay, so the rest sticks out all the way here. It's kind of like knurled a little bit. It's gray. I would imagine I probably scratched the crap out of it, getting it into position. Alright, it's a real pain in the ass getting this umbrella up there. Alright, and then yeah, and then there's a connecting part here where the 3 struts go up. Alright, and the 3 struts hold up the umbrella part. Okay, and it looks good. When it's all together, it looks pretty good. Alright. Like I said, the paint is like almost you can see a little bit of light reflect off of it, is what I want to say. So Maybe it's not super flat, but like, yeah, it's kind of dull looking, so I'm not gonna lie. The paint is a little dull on this figure, but it's nice and smooth. You can tell they took their time to, you know, sand it so it was nice and smooth. Okay, let's go look at her lovely face. There she is. She's got a little bit smile on her face. She's a little bit blushing on the cheeks, and she's got brown eyes. Okay, yep, she's got brown eyes. You can see her eyebrows right there. Her eyes look good on her face. Her face is a little pointy, that's what I'm gonna say. Just a little bit. Yeah, she's got a pointy chin. Okay, and then you can see into her collar. Alright. And then her lovely hair. Oh, that's the one thing I like about Yamato. She has this very long, beautiful hair. Let's zoom out and look at it. Yep, so it's done up in a ponytail. She's got these petals in her hair. Alright, lots of petals. I guess that's what the scrunchie that holds it up. Okay. And then she has these antennas coming out of her head. Let's go zoom in on that. Okay, she's got these antennas coming out of her head, and there's some of the pink sakura petals attached to it. There's none right here because of the umbrella kind of gets in the way. That or it fell off. Okay, I'm not sure. All right. It says these are really fragile too. Be careful with them. That's what it says. All right, and then this is the piece that holds up the antennas on the back of her head. Pretty cool. There's a tassel here and a tassel here. All right, and then there's a part that just holds it all up. Pretty rad. Okay, yeah, you can't see her ears. Maybe the antennas are her ears. Okay, guys, makes sense. And then yeah, so her hair is kind of parted here, this way, and she's got these forelocks, really long. They go down to like where her belly button is, pretty much. All right, she's got this brown colored hair. It does look like it has a little bit of shading. It's a little light up here, and it gets darker at the tips. Just a little bit. Yeah, there's just a teeny tiny bit. That's probably the only shading that's on this. Okay, guys. And then there's her long ponytail, all right? There it is. Beautiful. It's so long. I don't even know if she stood up. That looks like it would just drag on the ground. Really long. It's probably some of the longest hair of one of the figures I had. And it's beautiful. It's nice and smooth looking. It's not all jaggedy and stuff, and the molding looks good. All right, but I don't really see all that much shading on it. It does kind of get darker in some spots. I see like it's getting kind of light here. I think it's probably somebody scratched it. This is a pre-owned figure, guys, so I can't fault too much. Okay, and yeah, so that's it. There she is, Yamato Kai light armament version. All right. Like I said, I specifically bought the light one because I didn't want the guns. Okay, I wanted a figure that took up less space. So the nice thing about this figure is she's sitting down. There's no pegs. You can pretty much put her anywhere. You don't have to use the base, guys. So that the one thing that takes up a lot of space with these figures is the base. All right, and if you don't have to use the base, then just the figure itself, you know, is what you need to fit somewhere. Okay, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This umbrella is a pain to put together, man. And I'd imagine if you take it apart, man. I imagine taking it apart is not very difficult, but putting it together was difficult. I would imagine if you had to do it again, I could probably do it a lot faster though. So, okay, paint. The paint is great. Everything is like in the lines and everything. However, the paint is kind of too dull for my taste. All right, I wish it was a little bit more matte finish instead of flat. It's kind of like somewhere between matte and flat. All right, I would kind of like it to shine a little more. All right, it makes it a little more, vibrant and stuff. Ooh, so sexy right here. Okay, I like that. Okay, it's pretty cool, and she's oh so pretty. I love this figure. The paint is just really good. All right, everything is in the lines and everything. They did a really good job painting this figure. All right, there's not really any shading, however. Okay, yeah. So I'm really happy with this, man. For $53, I am absolutely happy with this figure. Is it worth like $100? Yes, this is This is a triple digit figure. I wouldn't hesitate to pay $100, but since I got her for 53 bucks, I'm not complaining at all. All right. It was pre-owned. It looked like, you know, the previous owner didn't take a very good care of the box, is what I want to say, because some of it, there's some stuff stuck to the box. But other than that, it's in great shape. She's in great shape. She's a beauty. She just looks so majestic, is what I want to say. Okay. Alright, so I will get some close-ups and 360s, and that's the end of the figure show and tell. Thanks for watching. I have another Yamato figure, and I have a Haruna swimsuit figure. Alright, so I have a Yamato and a Haruna swimsuit figure. I will put links to them at the end of this video if you guys want to check those out. I have some other Kancolle figures too, but yeah, those are the Battleship girls. Okay, yeah, I'm really happy with her. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Big up.